Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Nicole and thank you for the 20 subscribers. I'll keep bringing more content and let's get interacting in the comment section. So thank you again for the subscribers, and today I want to do the newbie tag. I haven't done it for the videos that I've posted. There's no new tag, and I felt that I wanted to jump into it, and so that you get to know me better. Or yes, so without further ado, let's get to business. You know how we do it, going to business. Okay, thank you. So this new tag consists of 10 questions that the new booktuber has to answer. So I'm gonna start with question number 1. Why did you start this channel? In my previous video, I told you that I want to post my daily interactions with the books that I read and react to them instantly, as I had said in my previous video, and also post more of travel. I'm a solo traveler, so no, the new era now, people are doing more of solo traveling, so I'll be doing my traveling and share with you. So I hope that is well answered. On to question number 2. What are some fun and unique things you can bring to Booktube? Obviously, you cannot do a new thing that hasn't been done, but we try. I'll be doing book reviews, book recommendation, a little bit of book hauls, monthly summary, just books, and react to them on the spot. And maybe if I like a book or I didn't like it, my favorite authors, my favorite genres. Yes, so those are the most exciting things that I'm bringing to the channel. Question number 3. What are you most excited for about this channel? I'm excited because it's my first time doing this. I've been reading for the longest period, but I've never really shared videos, though I share about books. I write about them in my socials, but sometimes I just started reviewing them recently in my social, but earlier on I just used to read and sometimes forget about the books that I've read. I remember them, yes, but not that much. So I wanted this channel is not just about, it's also about me and how I love reading. And so like whenever I want to go back to a certain book, I can always come back to my videos here and check and see how I did it. So it's partly for me, yes, for me basically. So that's unique and exciting, because sometimes you want to share something that excites you. If it doesn't excite you, who do you think will be excited about it? So I'm doing something that makes me happy. So reading and traveling makes me happy. Moving on swiftly. Why do you love reading? Question number 4. Why do you love reading? I love reading because reading has always been like a therapy to me. It's like an escape. I remember sometimes back when I'm used to being busy from during school and campus. I'm always busy, so whenever I'm not busy, like this time I didn't have a hustle. Yes, I do different hustles, but this time things didn't really go well. Whatever I was doing wasn't making sense to me, so I was kinda in a dark place, and books helped me go through that period. So I love reading because sometimes, apart from being therapeutic, how do you pronounce that? Therapeutic. Therapeutic, yes. Apart from being therapeutic, books also makes you travel. You travel to different cities, different countries just by reading. Like, for example, if you are reading investigative books, crime, murder, whatever, this criminal goes from one country to another. The time, how do you say it? Difference in time from one country to another. You feel like you visited that country. You even know the cities, the states, whatever. You feel like you know that place. So whenever somebody mentions somewhere that you've read, you feel like you've been there. Because you know, as you read, you picture what you read in your mind. That's the good thing with reading. You always picture whatever you read in your mind, so you imagine it. Yes, you imagine it, and so it is sometimes. But sometimes you can actually go to a place you read about and find it. I don't know how that happens. Is it fiction or non-fiction? Whichever. Like somewhere that you read in a book, leave alone the imaginative writing. The writers that do, for example, when they mention a certain city or town or whatever, they bring out the real town, the real names, real whether they are hotels, or they bring out their real name, so you actually feel like you know that place. So maybe one day, or when you go to that place, that country, that city, that state, you can navigate through and reach your destination. So books does that to somebody. You travel to the US, you travel to Nigeria, especially with African books. They are so nice. If you read them, they take you through the culture, the traditions, the interactions, and you feel like the language also. So you can always borrow what you've learned and share with others, and that's how we interact as book lovers. So number 5, what book series got you into reading? Let me see. I told you guys in my previous video, the one about how to read many books in a short period of time. I'll link it there. I'll link it up there. In that book, I talk about the book series that I read in our book club. So this series was about Colin Forbes. Yes, the Colin Forbes Tweed and Co series. Yes, but also in the same book club, I got another book series for J.K. Rowling. Didn't know that a character that you've read in a previous book, you can read it in another book, the next one. So I got excited. I wanted to know what more books these people have and what they are talking about. And again, they were in my favorite books, so I love them. The Cuckoo is Calling, that includes the main character in the book is
Cormorant Strike.
So with Robert Galbraith, the series is about Cormoran Strike. He's an investigator. He's a detective who investigate about crime, murder, and things like that. So yes, and for Colin Forbes books, also the main character there is Detective Tweed, and he has colleagues that they do the same job, investigating about crime that happened maybe years ago, sometimes ago, whatever, but it's a crime, investigative, murder, thriller, whatever, suspense. So I love them. Back to our question number 6. What question would you like to ask your favorite YouTuber? As at now, do I have a favorite YouTuber really? Nope, I don't have a favorite. I just watch everything that people write, so I can't say I have a favorite one. But with the time, I just started this. I felt like I want to do this booktube thing, and looked around. I found people talking about it. I felt like, okay, I want to join this community. This is interesting. So people are doing this. So I don't have a favorite really, but maybe with time I'll get a favorite. But for now, if I get a favorite, I'll ask them what keeps them going. Doing this, uploading content on a consistent basis isn't a walk in the park. So I'll ask them what keeps them going and what made them start their booktube channel. Answered? Good. Okay, number 7. What challenges do you think starting a booktube channel will be hardest to overcome? I think uploading content on a weekly basis, it isn't easy. So maybe that's the challenge that is hard to overcome, but we pray for better things and good health. So when I'm in good health, I keep uploading. So number 8. Did you start reading? Oh God, I started reading in primary school. Yes, I used to love books. I think I was in class 4. In class 4, I used to borrow books, but I think my mom also bought me books. So you see those books that have bigger writings for kids. I used to have a few of them to help me read and pronounce words in Kiswahili or English. So I think that made me also love reading. And from there, again, we used to be given books in school. We read, then return. We had a library. So from class 4, we were in the upper primary. So yes, for pupils in upper primary could afford to go to the library, take a book, read for you are given a period of say 1 or 2 weeks, then you return. So yes, I was that student. I used to go take a book from class 4, 5, 6, 7 up to class 8. So I used to go to the library, pick a book, read. In fact, I used to read a book in primary. I used to read a book say in 1 day or 2, because again, books in novels, they were novels in primary are not of many, they are not of so many pages. So their pages range from 50, 100, 150 maximum, or 200. So I could read that book the whole maybe in a night, within a day, 2 days, 3 days maximum, and I'll be done. Return it, take another one. So yes, I started reading back in primary school. Up to now, I'm still reading. So that one is well captured, right? We are in question number 9. We are in question number 9, almost finishing. Where do you read? Where do you read? I read everywhere. I read in my house, I read at work, at school, when traveling in a bus, train, everywhere. So whenever I'm traveling, I read. Whenever I'm at work, if there is free time, I read. Yes, so I read everywhere. Question number 10. We are almost done. What kind of books do you read? I like reading books that talk about murder, books that are crime related, books that keep me going, that are suspense thrillers. Yes, those are the books that I love reading. But when I finished high school, not when I finished high school really, back in high school I used to love romance novels. So romance novels, I don't know what. Even after high school, I used to love romance novels. Then in campus now, I think I changed my genre to thrillers. So yeah, those are the books that I love reading. But again, I read. Those are the books that I love reading, yes, but I read widely. I read, how do you call it? I read memoirs. How do you pronounce that? Memoirs. Memoirs, whatever the pronunciation, I read them. I also read books that self-help books, but not too much. Maybe on books that talk about, let's say, about savings, about investment. Because I'm a business person, I also do business books a little bit in there. Business, marketing, yes, a little bit. But then I also do historical books. So yeah, I'm a wide reader. So I love all those. Guys, it's been real. Those are my 10 answers to our Booktube. Let me know in the comment section what genre do you love reading, and let's share. Above all, guys, remember to subscribe, and thank you once again for staying with me, and be blessed. Thank you, and adios until next time. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. You are great. You are doing well. Keep it here. Keep it locked. Thank you. Goodbye.